I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the correct place tonight. Moving right along, this is our annual meeting. And the first item is the removal of members for attendance policy. Mr. Secretary?
We have one or two, John?
Well, you should have the resignation letter for the one.
Yeah, I've got one.
And the other one said that he went to the wrong place, so it says he's coming. He's on his way.
Okay,
Apparently the other one is en route.
hopefully. All right, we do have one resignation, and that's from Patty Pearson, because she has missed too many so far. She's missed her fourth date, and she wasn't gonna be able to make it here tonight either, so that would have definitely put her over. All right, and that would be the only removal that we have at this time. We do have, quite a few people that are out on their third miss so far, and they literally have one more for the next 12 months. If they miss that, then they'll be on their fourth as well.
Okay. And then we have the reappointment of members whose terms are expiring.
Yep, all these numbers that I'm going to bring up are all running out in 21. And so start with Ontario County. And Jason Haig, you're a 21. Do you want to be reappointed? Please. Okay. Are there any complaints, or do you want to let them stay?
I got a lot of complaints.
That's not supposed to be asked. Moving right along.
Right along. Brian Mace would be the second one for 21. Brian here? Okay, so we'll play with that one. And Dave, did he make it?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Very good. Do you want to stay or do you want to go home?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's stay then. All right, Wayne County, we got Jackie sticking around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll make you stick around. Valerie, is she here? No, and we've got to do something with that. And then, Mr. Bill, do you want to stay?
Yes, I'll be around, I think.
Be around for a few more days?
I think so.
Okay, we hope so. All right, Seneca County, we have Miles Pierce. Is he? He's Seneca County, but is he here?
No.
Okay. And there's nobody out of Yates County. Our at-large, Aaron Reese, is the only one for 21. Is Aaron here?
She's in the back.
Okay, you want to stick around?
Sure.
All right, we'll let you stick around then. That's all of my guess for that.
Madam Chair, do we want to do a roll call?
Motion to
Yes, we need to.
confirm all the appointments.
Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll motion that we accept those reappointments.
And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The motion is passed.
Madam Chair, should we be doing a roll call for
Yes,
attendance?
that would probably be good.
Oh,
Sorry, I forgot.
Darrell Bailey. Here. Kevin Becker. Absent. Eric Burns. Yep. Laura Brewer.
Yep.
Jackie Dishaw. Here. Everett Ferguson.
Yeah.
Diane Geary.
Yes.
Myself, I'm here. Jeremy Harris. Present. Tyler Harris. Dave Hubble. Here. Fiona.
Here.
Sandy Johnson.
Here.
Mary Cuddy. Gloria Lance Taylor.
Here.
Bill Little.
Here.
Kevin Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Brian Mace. Mike Moss. Here. Rich Mumford.
Here.
Brian O'Kay. Here. Miles Pearson. Terry Phillips.
Yes.
Aaron Reese.
Here.
Valerie Schoen. Tad Smith.
Here.
Matt Spruill.
Here.
Eric Williams.
Yep.
Patty.
Here.
That's it. We have a quorum. Welcome.
At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to the nominating committee chairperson, Terry Phillips, and we will do our vote for office.
Okay, we're on top of the list. We're gonna go right down through. We're gonna do chairman, vice chairman, secretary, treasurer, and then delegate at large. Right at this time, the only one that is sent in for chairman is actually Diane Gary. Is there any other nominations from the floor at this time? Anybody want to ask the secretary to do anything?
No,
Not yet.
Oh, three times, sorry.
Three times.
That's once. Anybody else want to play the game? And does anybody else want to be the chairman?
Sir, I would make a motion that balloting be closed and one unanimous ballot be cast in the name of that poor soul.
Richard Mumford Seneca, I'll second.
all of you.
Your toes. All in favor,
Your
say
toes.
aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And we'll move along. For vice chair is myself, Terry. Is there anybody else that wants to be vice chair? Is there any other recommendations for vice chair? And for the third time, is there anybody else that wants to be vice chair?
Sandy Johnson, Gates County. I move the nominations be closed and secretary cast for ballot.
Second.
We have a nomination, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And we'll move along. For secretary, we actually have two different people up for this. Actually, we have three, I'm sorry. For secretary, we have Jason Haig as one. We have Aaron Reese as another one. And Dave Hubble as a third one. So I'm gonna pass all ballots and we get to do our thing.
We need two towns.
Terry.
Is there any other nominations from the floor?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there any other nominations for secretary from the floor? The second time, anybody else want to take it from the floor?
No, we've got
And we'll go on. Anybody else want to do it from the floor? Did you want to sign your own floor piece of paper?
No, chair doesn't vote. How many people do we have, Mr. Secretary? How many people are here on board?
Don't we have to move to post the nominations at this point?
Second, Sandy's motion.
And we will close nominations and do our thing about voting on a piece of paper. And we'll collect them and
Could
then,
you just write the names on the board for me, Terry?
23.
Is that two? I don't know.
yeah, I noticed that. I better not, somebody will have.
All right,
Let's try to hear count one more time.
Chair doesn't count. Does anybody need a pen?
Yes.
Borrow your sister.
I will. I'm happy to keep that.
23 and counting.
Unless it's the same one I used the other night.
Okay, so it's Jason Haig, Aaron Reese, and Dave Hubble.
Try to catch it.
Try to go. There.
The big right.
Which?
This is how we just do it.
Has to decide just the two. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have a tie, and we're gonna have to vote again for either Aaron or Jason.
So it was 11 to 11?
Oh, you can't throw them out. Oh, for crying out loud.
Could have just messed up the whole system.
Yeah, I doubt it, but that's okay.
He's new.
He can't use my excuse.
We'll keep it forever.
They have to go home with Diane and be put in the safe, you know.
Medically sealed jar.
Watchdogs.
Front porch.
Not over.
John, what color you giving out?
First.
Brown paper.
Myself. Went to the other side of Syracuse last Tuesday.
And Gary got to go tomorrow.
I know, I probably got him.
You guys can get bills.
Well, for voting twice, we have Mr. Hague still being as secretary.
Congratulations.
I'll accept condolences instead.
Wait a second, Hague wants a recount.
Where are the hanging chads?
Moving right along to the treasurer.
Yeah, we have, for the treasurer, we have Matt. Mr. Sproul actually told us he wanted to do it again. Anybody else from the floor want to be treasurer? Is there anybody else that wants to be treasurer or know of anybody? And for the third time, does anybody else want to be treasurer?
I move that the nominations be closed. The secretary cast a ballot in the name of Matt Sproul.
I'll second that poor sucker.
All right. So we're closed. All in favor of the one vote, please say aye. Any opposed? All right. And moving on down the road. We have a delegate at large, and right now we have Jeremy Harris as well as Rich Mumford. Is there anybody else that wants to be delegate at large? No, she backed out. So we have just those two. Is there for a second time, does anybody else want to be or thinks they want to be delegate at large? Yes.
I may.
What's that?
I may want to be delegate more. But do we talk about it with the Central County people?
No, that's
No, that's different. That's
That's
totally
county.
different.
Okay.
So Fiona, do you want to run for that, for delegate at large? Because you have that right. I mean, you did submit
You
it,
did
and
submit
then
it.
you rescinded it, but you have the right to run for it tonight if you want to. You have to remember, every county has a representative. Seneca would have one, Wayne, and Ontario, and Yates all have one person that their own county people vote for. You also have to remember that even though you may live in a county, you will vote for the county that you are seated at tonight. Like, Mr. Lightfoot, I don't mean to pick on you, but you're in Wayne County, but you don't live in Wayne County. So it doesn't matter where you live, it depends on where your seat is tonight.
And Laura Brewer's in the same boat because I don't think she lives in Yates County. And she's tagged up for the other one. So Fiona, do you want to put your name in on this?
Can you clarify what the job is?
It is delegate at large.
It's the fifth member of the executive board
Yes.
and board of directors.
Yes, ma'am.
I nominate Fiona.
She just has to accept
We have a
it.
second for Fiona?
Well, did she accept it? Well, we have to get to the second
Yes.
to talk about it.
Correct.
I'll second it. Is there any other discussion? So we have three people.
Fiona, do you want to be on this voting section of the world?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
She does, good.
Really look at it.
I'm not religious either.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I'm sure I'm gonna vote for
Can you write their complete name on the board? So
No.
we know?
I will not.
Again?
There was a third.
I can barely write Fiona.
Terry, can you reiterate who did?
Oh, the three of them are, is Jeremy Hay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Jesus, you don't need a second aid, Terry.
I'm real sorry.
Welcome to the family, buddy.
Jeremy Mr. Harris. And we have Rich Mumford as well as Fiona, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. Fiona Jarrett. Dumpy.
JTD.
We have no idea what the middle one is.
You're on the board.
Sheriff Selwell.
In case you don't know him, do you want him to stand up so you can look at him and say, ooh, I don't want that. Ooh, I want that.
I don't know this was not here.
Well, you can't vote anyway. We're just gonna keep all conspiracy.
Jeremy, you talk to yourself, I can't figure that one out.
Doing it now before we're done.
You turn yours in?
Yes, sir. I already taken that. Somebody got it on.
Jason Harris, take a seat, please. Oh, the possibilities are name plates, the helmet front. You have to get everything changed. Turn out there.
The other
Where I was working meeting. Accountability before expires dates. And then. Easy to say.
Well, the rule's free. I got one for free. Attended 3 meetings or 4? 4 meetings?
All right.
Okay. One was free. Right. And you took like that for 3 years. But I'm only going to.
And Fiona has the seat.
As this is the end of our annual meeting, I would like to have a motion to close this meeting.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Richard Bumper.
Sandy, we have.
Diane,
Yes.
I would like to thank all the people who volunteered to be considered for officers. We've had problems in the past, and it's refreshing to see people step up and say, I would do that job. Oh, no.
So please, one of our interviews, it is an honor to be on council, it really is. I mean, you make huge decisions, and it takes all of us to do that. So I really thank you all for coming tonight, I thank you for all your participation. Because without you, we're nothing.
That was a motion and second by who?
It was a motion by Pat, seconded by Rich Mumford,
Perfect.
that we closed. Does anybody need a break? Do you need a 5-minute break? Can we go right into, let's get going.
Let's go.
Oh, no, before I close the meeting, we have to have you go into your 4 counties, and I need a representative.
Tell them the counties in what county.
Oh,
Listen up, people, these are the counties you're
What county?
gonna go to.
In Ontario County, you have Matt, you have Mike, Everett, Tyler, Mickey Kelly, Jason, Ryan, David,
Yeah, Brian O'Kay or Brian Mace, Terry.
oh Mace, I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna pronounce his names at all. I'm afraid I'll screw it up.
Jeremy here.
Ryan O'Kay, myself, and Kevin Becker.
So if you would all, would like to go into one area and vote, our next county is Wayne County.
Wayne County has Gloria, Daryl, Pat's not here anymore. And then we have Eric Williams, Jackie, Valerie, Bill Little, Diane, and Kevin Lightfoot.
So how about if we go to Bill? We're already here, we're done. No, you got Kevin, you didn't even answer.
support the idea.
Okay, you got it. Okay, Daryl.
Yates County is Tad, Sandy, and Laura. In Seneca County is Rich, Miles, and I hate to tell it, but it's that Fiona with that long ass last name.
Fiona's not the other county.
Couldn't recognize you with the
Yeah,
mask.
she was already sitting in that phone.
Couldn't recognize you with the mask.
It must be a big mouth or a smile.
So these guys.
So I'm sorry, Eric and Betty and so, do you have one from Wayne County?
Yeah, that would be Bill Little. Oh, sorry, Bill, you wanna do it?
Actually,
Where'd that tree come from?
Eric, Aaron,
Aaron, I'm sorry, you're on that. You don't get the vote, sorry. Do you have Ontario?
Go.
Yep.
You didn't split them up yet, right?
I told him to go.
Well, I didn't yet.
But then
Okay,
you kept
go.
reading names.
So, well, for Wayne County is much more organized for that. So go to your counties.
Follow him. No, the guy in the orange shirt.
Yates is only two of us.
Yates is right there.
It's me.
Senate's in the back.
That's not what I figured I was gonna do.
You can't ask that.
Can I do it?
No, I didn't know.
My name's Jeremy Harris.
I'm Jeremy Hall, you're Jason here.
Oh, wait a minute.
She's yelling.
Matt Dillon.
We are all very many.
Those three of us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You just run your supervisor over on the truck. That was easy.
So for Wayne County, we have Bill Little. Ontario County,
David Hubble.
Seneca,
Rich Mumford.
and Yates.
Tad Smith.
Thank you. Now I would like to close the meeting. You need a break yet? Moving right along. I'd like to call the full council meeting to order. It is Monday, September 27th, 2021. We're in Canandaigua at the safety officers meeting due to COVID, where we have to be spread out. I'd like to thank you all for coming. And Mr. Secretary, we can have a call to order.
Let's see. Okay. Daryl Bailey. Here. Kevin Becker. Eric Burns. Here. Laura Brewer.
Here.
Jackie DeShaw.
Here.
Everett Ferguson.
Here.
Diane Gary.
Yep.
Me, I'm here. Jeremy Harris. Here. Outstanding. Tyler Harris. David Hopper. Theo.
Here.
Sandy Johnson.
Here.
Mickey Kelly. Gloria Lance Taylor.
Yep.
Bill Little.
Here.
Kevin Lightfoot. Here. Brian Mace. Mike Moss.
Yes, sir.
Rich Murphy.
Here.
Ryan O'Kay.
Here.
Miles Pearson. Terry Phillips.
Yes.
Aaron Reese. Valerie Show. Ted Smith.
Here.
Matt Sproul. Here. Betty Hubbard.
Here.
Outstanding. The same people that were here for the last meeting are here for this one. Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you.
Yes.
This one?
Eric Williams.
Yes.
Present. Like I said, the same people that were here for the last meeting.
We're glad you showed up,
Guess I'll
Eric.
just,
Should have voted in a better secretary.
As we have no new members, moving right along into the minutes, did everybody get a chance to read the last month, or the last meeting's minutes?
I would like to make a motion that the minutes be accepted as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moving right into committee reports. Mr. Secretary, you were first.
Let's see. So after attendance tonight, with tonight counting for 2 meetings, we have some members who are in danger of, actually, to close of tonight's meetings, we have some members who will be excused from their role on the council for attendance issues, with first being Kevin Becker, the second being Tyler Harris, third being Mickey Kelly, and the fourth being Valerie Showing. At the close of tonight's meeting, they will have 4 absences, and will be automatically removed from the roles of the council.
Anything else from you, please? Okay.
Thanks for another year's sentence, and that's all.
Treasurer. Yeah.
the reports were all sent out on your emails. Does everybody get all the emails?
Yep.
Okay. I guess that's a better question as well. Any questions about them? Sandy had a question.
I got it resolved.
She's that quick. She's that quick, so. So there you go. There's the money.
Show me.
I make a motion to accept the treasurer's report as submitted.
Second.
Eric Burns, all in favor?
Aye.
Moving into training and ed, Bill?
That report was emailed out to everyone. One correction, I think, the fundamentals of airway management course that was scheduled for Wayne County is canceled. Other than that, are there other questions?
I'd like to remind you, as council members, it's not very often we get a difficulty airway class and we had no one show up or sign up. That's very sad. So please, if you know anybody that needs it, wants it, ask about this, please encourage them to sign up. Anything else, Bill?
No, that's the report.
Thank you. We have a motion to accept Bill's report.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moving along into executive, as you probably know, we are looking at Jack Davidoff is leaving us after over 25 years. We hate to see him go, but he's going into a new adventure, and we wish him the very best. We are working and looking at the medical directors, and at this time, we have not picked any yet. We've changed our job descriptions. You can have a copy if you want it. And so at this time, that is the major thing we're working on at this time. And that's really all we've done this past month. Do you have any questions for me or anyone on the executive board? So moving right along, can I get a motion to accept? Yes, Andy?
Move we accept.
I move that we accept the executive committee report.
Thank you. And Bill, second that? All in favor?
Aye.
anything for public relations? I don't think so. Moving on into REMAC. John, you want to do REMAC?
So, at REMAC, we had typical reports, our site committee reported, they had a meeting, they're working on quality assurance stuff, so they thrust for everything as well as provider education. REMAC has also established a BOS committee to look at a minimum standard for the region and clearance processes for BOS providers. They've had an initial meeting in Florida to follow coming up. Other than that, Tyler Bonet, the doctor from the Newark Wayne system, has stepped down from REMAC as he was assigned in a different capacity to their health system. Always looking for more docs to be involved, so if you know of any that are interested in EMS, point them our way.
Does anyone have any other questions for John about REMAC? If not, does someone want to make a motion to accept?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Yes.
All in favor? Jason, State EMS Council, he is our representative.
Pending the outcome of the poll, which was sent out, it's looking overwhelmingly virtual. Brian, I don't know if you've heard anything official.
Unofficially.
But there's a distinct possibility we might be meeting virtually in October. If not, we will be meeting in person. And the only other thing, State Council is Thursday is the State EMS Memorial Service at 11 o'clock at the Capitol Mall. I'll be attending to represent the region. So that's all I've got from the state.
Is there any other questions for Evan? Sorry. Is there any other questions for Jason? If not, do we have a motion to accept his report?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Program coordinators report, John. Did everybody get a chance to read it? I can bore you to death and read it to you. Do you have any questions for John?
One of the biggest projects we're on right now is obviously the conference. It's in full swing. We're all there's handouts up there if you didn't pick one up. It's got the lectures that we've kind of pinpointed so far. There's still open slots, so if you know somebody that speaks and is interested, contact me and we can see what we can do with that.
John, for people who might not know about it, could you explain about the long drop time notice that you sent?
Yep, so the State Bureau of EMS just set out they call it a Drupal form. It's a format, it's an online submission for providers if you experience extended long times, like truly extended, not what you know, because you're trying to get them dumped off the structure. They're looking to, they recognize that there's issues across the state, and in many regions, there's active diversions going on in health systems, mainly in the central New York region, Syracuse upstate, etc., St. Joe's. So they are looking for the providers to fill that form out and submit it so that they can kind of track what's going on. That's what they're looking for.
John, can you just give us an idea of what you're considering extending?
Brian, what have you seen? 1 hour?
It really depends on the region, but really anything between 45 minutes and an hour or higher.
Yeah, they've seen some areas with multiple hour drop times.
2 hours at CMC. 2 hours and 10 minutes to be exact.
Yeah, that would qualify.
Syracuse was, right, wasn't Syracuse area doing rolling diversions for
Yeah,
a
and
while?
they still are.
Yeah.
I just got one, like, right before I walked in here, I think.
Yeah,
Upstate one, or one of them.
my phone keeps blowing up with all those devices.
St. Joe's is on diversion till 22. So yes.
how they have a distinct time that they're on longer, they're gonna need to be on the version.
Well, most of the diversions is staffing related, so they know where their staffing is supposed to report.
And they're only doing diversions for like 3 or 4 hour blocks. So they're not just going, oh yeah, okay, this is what your situation in 12 hours of diversion. It's 4 hours at a time. Like he'll send out a diversion report at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning because they went off at 1 o'clock to renew. I'm not saying that they're only on diversion for 4 hours at a time, but he's renewing them every 4 hours.
Do the hospitals pay the state any reimbursement when they go on diversion?
That is one of my favorite.
I'm just wondering if they had to pay in to actually put in for a
No,
process.
but theoretically, the only way a hospital can currently go on diversion is that the request needs to be made by the CEO of the hospital. Okay, so it's not just the. Only person that can request official diversion from the hospital, from the, or from the bureau is the CEO of the hospital.
John, what is actually done with that data? What's the objective?
Well,
I mean, we can fill these out on one page.
Well,
What's gonna be done?
by filling this form out, it goes directly to the Department of Health, and then they reevaluate that and send staffing out to those hospitals, or even contact those administrators and say, hey, what's going on? How can, what resources might you need to, not have this be an issue?
Then we're done. John, do you see an increase in these numbers coming with the controversy with the vaccine and employees of the facilities?
Well, I would imagine this situation is only going to get worse. Right now, I mean, I don't think they have any large amount of data currently for, what kind of impact it's going to have.
Is there anything else for John? Do we have a, Sandy,
Will we accept John's report?
do we have a second? Eric Burns, all in favor?
Aye.
Donna, it's your turn.
My report went out.
Any questions for Donna?
Masbro and Ontario County, motion to approve.
Do we have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Nominating committee?
Yep. Since we have AC, due to the letter that came in from Patty, we have one person that's name has been in, and it is Brent Hallstrom is the only person that I have at this time for that open seat.
Which meeting replacement?
However, he would fill the position of Edward Petty, there's the
It's
assignment.
Wayne County, isn't it?
That would be Wayne County.
Have you done the investigation on him at all?
Yes.
And
What do you want to know?
And your recommendation is positive?
Yes. You want to know anything, just speak up and I'll tell you
Where's
everything
he
I know about him.
from? Where's he from?
He actually lives in Bologna. And he works for Finger Lakes Ambulance at this time, full-time, and he also works part-time at North Seneca. And he's a Westlake Road fireman, as well as a Bologna fireman, but he can only be associated with the one, so he's usually on the Westlake Road.
Stand call norms.
Yeah, oh yeah, he rides with us on our ambulance as well.
Is he ELS or ALS?
AEMT.
Unfortunately, you gotta do this when you speak to
Is
me
he
up this far.
BLS or ALS?
That shouldn't make any problem.
He's an AEMT.
He's a halfwayer, how's that?
In the middle.
He's half and half. He is a very good basic tech though.
Yes.
And he actually is a very good AEMT.
That doesn't really matter, it's not working.
Do you need a motion for the
Yes.
secretary to cast one ballot or a full motion?
I'm secretary because there's only the one person in it.
That's for Ontario County, I motion the secretary to cast one ballot to approve as a member.
Richard Mumford, Seneca, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All opposed? Thank you. Brian, do you have anything you want to say to us?
I'll just touch a couple more dates that haven't been mentioned already. Vital signs, November 11th to 14th. Like Jason said, REMSCO Memorial is this Thursday, September 30th. And just announced today, State EMS for Children Advisory Committee meeting will be October 12th at 1300 hours. That will be virtual. So you can find the link for that, I believe, on the website. Other than that, unless anyone has any questions.
Anything for Brian? Now is your chance. Thank you, Brian. We need a motion to accept his report.
As for Ontario County, motion to accept this report.
Cat Smith, Yates, second.
All in favor?
Alright.
Do we have any unfinished business? Sandy?
Do we have to, have nominations for, REMAC, BLS and ALS?
The business.
Okay.
There
This
is
way
new
from
business.
business.
Do we have any unfinished business? Donna, John, anybody? As there is no unfinished business coming into new business, we do have to put some people in the and on REMAC at the ALS level and at the BLS level. There's 2 for each category. We will take nominations now for ALS. What else do you want?
I'll do it again too.
They'll do it.
Wait a minute. We got
We
Eric,
got 4.
Eric.
Eric, Ryan, and Jason.
You're gonna have 2 BLS and 2 ALS.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
know,
doing
for
ALS right
first
now.
off.
Eric, I got Eric Burns,
Eric Williams.
Eric.
Yeah, that's fine.
Eric, are you putting in for it?
No, you got it.
Okay. Eric Burns, Brian, okay. And Jason Harris.
Jason Harris.
Bastards.
So as there is 2 positions, we need to vote on this.
Madam Chair, I'll make it easy since I'm there as the secretary anyway. I will draw as an ALS representative to REMAC.
Okay. Is there any other nominations for ALS on REMAC?
At this time, I move that the balloting be closed and that the 2 names for the 2 slots be granted one unanimous ballot.
Okay, just let me finish. Is there any more other names? Okay, is there any more other names? Okay, thank you for your nomination. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
I try to get away with it. I don't. Thanks.
And now we have for the BLS. There's 2 positions open for BLS.
Who seconded that craziness that just happened?
me.
Okay.
Do we have nominations for the BLS?
Does any BLS want to do it?
You don't have to be BLS, you can still be ALS.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're not a paramedic or an AEMT or basic. Anybody can fill
Bruce,
this
did you raise your
position.
hand?
Yes.
Rich Mumford?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Betty,
Betty?
we got Dave. We got
Williams.
Eric Williams. Laura, did you want to go on this?
Diane, are you sure I thought they had to be basic to represent the basics. I'm reading.
I was told it's nice. I have always thought it was nice if you had that category, but if you are an ALS tech, you're still a basic. Am I correct?
They're non-voting members, correct?
Right, you're not voting. It just means that you really should go to REMAC meetings. And
We thought we remembered where you had to be a basic to represent.
I don't,
Basic.
I don't remember that. Is that in our bylaws?
I don't think so.
John, have you got it with you?
I think it's just not.
Yeah, I think we're still EMT.
Always been done that way.
I mean, it's nice, but
I think it's 30 years of tradition, and probably not a bylaw.
I think it was set up so the basics had a say in it, express your opinion to read
but he's not a paramedic, still a basic.
Well, the easy thing is there any basic EMTs?
They're there representing the higher level of care. We need someone there representing basic level of care.
I would hope that anybody that sits on a committee would have the ability to be open-minded.
And that, I mean, it may be, we just thought we remembered where it was supposed to be basics representing the two slots for basic. I'm reading.
Well, we don't see anybody.
I mean, I think we have two basics here that are willing to do it. Well, if not, then you're gonna have to do ALS.
We got one here.
Okay, first of all, I will drop. Yeah, say.
We got one back here.
Okay.
We got Aaron.
Aaron, we both.
No offense, Rich, because you already sit on a committee, do you mind if we put somebody else?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'd like to get more people
Okay.
involved. I know I can't ask that, but I just did. So,
Oh, no.
It was a polite suggestion.
I have no problem with it. There's that Diane Coupe everybody loves.
so we have Aaron and who else? Betty? Do we have any other nominations for the BLS level? Do we have any other nominations for the BLS level?
Nominate Diane Beery.
No. Yes, I heard.
If they're correct from the bylaws, basic life support provider.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
Chris Mumford, you're back.
Betty, are you the BLS? Oh, I'm sorry, you're out.
Does that put Rich back?
Can anybody raise their hand that's a basic or?
I nominate Laura Brewer.
Laura, did you want that?
I guess.
Okay, so
Next all we're asking is whoever's a basic, raise your hand. You see people that are really screwed right now.
Terry, I had ALS 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So Laura, would you like to do it?
Sure.
Okay, so we have Aaron and Laura over the two women. Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Can I have a motion?
So.
Seconded by Fiona, all in favor? That is there any other new business for the committee?
Yes,
Yes.
we need to reappoint the REMAC doctors to the committee.
Okay. Who was?
I will read the list currently. It's William Montesano, Jose Acevedo, Jamie Surratt, Dave Baum, Marita Michelin, Ryan Becker, Matthew Osborne, Scott Glick, Peter Fenton, James Cullinan, Cynthia Martinez Capelone, Kayla Dewey, DJ Shee, and Fiona's listed on there as well.
For the time being, don't we have to maintain Dr. David off on that list as well?
Sure.
Sure.
Is Matt
It's an
Talbot,
authoritative answer in there, sure.
is
Yeah.
Matt Talbot on that?
He is, he's on the list, I may have skipped over him.
Okay.
So what do we need, a motion to reappoint?
Correct.
Can we do all at once, or we gotta do everything?
No, I would do it all. Unless
Then I
somebody
make a
has
motion that we-
objections.
Or I'll make a motion to reappoint the list you just read.
Okay,
And a second.
all in favor?
This is gonna be Macy here, like you sit here, or she's gonna second everything.
Is there any other correspondence, but I do have to read?
Yes, we need to also approve our CON fees, our CON policy essentially. That has the fee schedule on
You give us all, did you put it in the handout, or do we?
it. I did not, I forgot to print out the, essentially, it outlines what our fee schedule is for the CON process, our transfer of CONs, et cetera. It's listed at, I believe it was $8,500 deposit for new CONs. And then what the outstanding, whatever's left after all the proceedings is returned to the agency itself.
It's the same as last year.
There's been no significant changes.
There's been no changes during this calendar year from last year.
Then I move that we accept the policy as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Anything else for new business? Anything else? Coming into correspondence, the only thing that I really have is the investigations that conducted by the Department of Health. I have to read these into the minutes. Let me start from there. Eric Gisler from, lower part of the state, EMT number 406432. He has been suspended for 1 year for the state with no further violations of 3 years and assessed a civil penalty of $2,000. Thomas Warrington, he is from the Mid Lakes, or the Upper Lakes area. EMT number 53962, assessed a civil penalty of $2,000, $1,000 is suspended, pending compliance of payment. Will Davis, from down near Long Island, EMT number 450803. He has assessed a civil penalty of $2,000, and half is suspended pending no further violations for a probation of 3 years. Kevin Steiger, lower part of the state, EMT number 479175. He surrendered effective 8/24/21, his card. James Philbin from the Long Island area, EMT number 427928. Civil penalty of $10,000. Francesco Bernardia from the Long Island area, EMT number 409460. Suspended for 1 year effective 8/3/21 and has stayed pending no further violations of 3 years. And a civil penalty of $2,000. Joseph Benson from the Long Island area, EMT number 354448. Suspended for 3 years effective 5/8/5/21. The suspension is stayed. Probation for 3 years and assessed a civil penalty of $2,000. And the last one is Timothy Lurch, again from the upstate area, suspended for 3 years, effective 9/17/2021. Civil penalty, probation for 3 years, and civil penalty of $2,000. And $1,500 is state pending compliance of stipulation and order. His EMT number is 418383. So please remember, when you're taking in members in your corps, if they seem not to belong in our region, like they're coming from far, far away, maybe
Like
call,
Long Island.
maybe call our state rep and say, hey, do you know this name? I mean, we all shop around sometimes. So that is the end
The
of,
list is also published and available on the state's website.
you also notice the council meetings, there are 7 council meetings, we got through 2 already. November 22nd, January 24th of 2022, March 28th, 2022, May 23rd, 2022, and July 25th, 2022. So please put it in your calendar. Is there any other business?
Just a reminder that per our bylaws, your committee assignment attendance is part of your annual attendance. So if you're assigned to a committee, that could impact your total membership if you're missing those meetings as well.
So there's a total of 4 absences before someone's in trouble, or 3. right?
After 3, the secretary is supposed to notify the council chairperson
Right.
that there's people in danger, and they're usually sent a letter.
But out of those total, it
After
counts,
4,
but that's including any you missed at your committee meeting.
according to bylaws, that is correct.
The 4th one is
Is an automatic,
but that's a full council meeting.
the bylaws specify both committee and, council.
I just think everyone needs to know, everyone's got to be clear. So you can't miss 4 meetings, counting council and your committee assignments.
Yes, correct.
The safe thing is, if life happens and you're too busy to put in for the meetings or your committees, there's nothing wrong with resigning that way.
Can you read that shit? It's fine.
I don't think a lot of people realize that it also counts if you miss a committee meeting. That just
Anything else for the committee? I want to thank, yes, right.
Just a quick question. Are these meetings continuing here, or are they someplace else?
Well,
Normal place, or
So-
don't you know yet?
Line for November, it is scheduled for here.
I just need to.
We have not gotten beyond November because we're waiting on the college to adjust their number allowances.
anything else?
November will be here, correct? No.
Sorry, Brian. Anything else?
Madam Chair, I make a motion to be adjourned.
Second,
Second,
all in favor? Thank you all for coming.